Welcome to yet another highly questionable extravaganza. What do you like on the show today, Bomani?
On behalf of this company, I'd like to thank Commissioner Dungy for trying to get these dudes to play these nationally televised games that make my car so nice.
Dale, papi.
After sweeping the Thunder last night, is the old Steph Curry back?
Oh, yeah, the Warriors smoked the Thunder again because the Warriors had the cheat code against Russell Westbrook that nobody else has, and they've had it for a couple of years. Anyway, Steph Curry made 7 3-pointers in the first 3 quarters, had 23 points, and was out here, you know, getting frisky. He pushed
Yeah, that's what he said.
Samaj. That's right, his name, James backwards, yeah. So he gets into that. Russell Westbrook, by the way, with the first peacemaking push. Not that he wanted to fight, but, you know, he did want to push. And here's Steph just stunting on him. Just stunting on him. Kevin Durant with the dap.
It's gotta feel good.
A lot more Warriors fans in the crowd that time, though. Now, with Steph Curry back, is that one game going to make up for the 70 or so that we've seen before this? Because as well as Steph Curry is shooting 39+% from three-point range, that is by far the worst he's ever shot from three in his career. Something's been different. I don't think this changed it.
He also had his first dunk of the season last night, but instead of the micro of last night, I'd like to attack the macro that Bomani's talking about because Russell Westbrook does look awfully common against that team. And think back to Game 6 of last year. The margin that we're talking about is a couple of Klay Thompson threes from way, way deep. If those don't go in, you're talking about Kevin Durant maybe staying in OKC. You're talking about Cleveland maybe suffering LeBron James this season of doubt because they don't win the title. And you have to think that Russell Westbrook goes to bed at night seething with rage that won't allow him to sleep because of how close they were and because they've never been further than they are right now.
And one of the big reasons they couldn't beat the Warriors then, he doesn't play well against them.
You know, if the old Steph Curry is back, does that mean that he loses a 3-1 lead in the finals?
Wow. You got to put a crying Jordan on him if we're going to do that.
Should the Cavs be more worried about the Celtics than the Wizards?
The Celtics beat the Wizards last night. They were up at 20 points at one point. These two teams have more disdain for each other than any two in the league, but the Cavs don't need to worry about either one of them, basically because Washington is offensive Utah. They've got some offense, but they don't play defense. And Boston, you're going to go against LeBron James with a 5'9" guy, a largely starless team, but Isaiah Thomas is the guy you're going to go after LeBron James with. They don't have to worry about either of these two teams.
Yeah, the thing with the Wizards is they do not play defense. The thing is, the Cavaliers also don't play defense. But do you think you're going to outscore the team that's got LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love in the starting lineup? That's unlikely to happen. The one thing I think Boston has, and we can debate how important the coach is on a macro level, but in a playoff series, is there anybody in the East that you got more faith in than Brad Stevens at making small adjustments? And given how poor the Cavs are on defense, that is a series that in the end could come down to small adjustments.
I tell you who the Cavs they have to look out for.
Oh, I wonder where he's going to go with this one.
Dion Waiters of the Miami Heat. He's on a mission, buddy. He's looking for LeBron. He wants to go and face LeBron. You know, he's going to go 1-3 after the other, 1-3 after the other, 1-3 after the other. It's a three-shooting machine.
Small problem here. Do you realize how fast Dion Waiters will shoot the Heat out of a playoff series against Cleveland as he attempts to prove they should have kept him?
Dion Waiters might want the Cavs in the first round. I'll tell you who doesn't, actually. He's trying to get that 7 seed. He wants Boston, coward.
Is Adam Silver exaggerating when he says that resting starts is a significant issue?
Yeah, the commish sent around a memo to let the teams know this is a big deal. We need to get our star players out here when we play these television games. I've also noticed that on this network, you see a few more people talking about, hey, don't you think that you're letting down your television partners when you don't play? And guess what? They're absolutely correct. The big money comes from television in this game. It does not make sense to have a situation where star players aren't playing in the TV games. But that's a league issue to fix. They got to redo the schedule in a way that disincentivizes sitting these guys when the world is watching.
We've gotten to the sternly worded memos portion of his helplessness, though, because this is absolutely meant for the owners of this league to know, hey, our television money, our sponsors on those commercials during those Saturday games, we got to keep them pleased, and we're getting less eyeballs, fewer eyeballs when we don't have Steph Curry and LeBron James. But there's nothing that he can do about it, because even if the owners push this, and Dan Gilbert's probably throwing this right in the shredder, you're just going to get a situation where guys now sit out instead of for rest reasons. My elbow hurts, my hamstring hurts, my ankle hurts. They can get around this. They've got the power on this. Silver can't do anything other than write memos.
Here's the one thing, though. Some owners might be mad about the fact that the star players don't come in and play when they're there, right? But they don't have to give back the money for the tickets. And we've not reached the point where people think LeBron's coming to town and they're just not going to buy a ticket.
You know, LeBron has a new position now. Cheerleader.
Oh.
He's the cheerleader of the Cavs.
Yeah,
That's right.
Expensive, powerful cheerleader. Yeah, he's good at it.
Firecrackers, firecrackers, boom, boom, boom.
Okay, an old cheer, a very old cheer, 1950s.
Like, I feel like that cheer was before he started speaking English.
How should we react to Donald Trump gloating about Colin Kaepernick remaining unsigned?
Donald Trump not getting credit for a lot of things, so he will take credit on things even when he's not really being given credit on things. Anonymous quotes in a Mike Freeman story about how teams are scared of a Donald Trump tweet about their quarterback situation if they sign Colin Kaepernick. He apparently read that story.
There was an article today, it was reported, that NFL owners don't want to pick him up because they don't want to get a nasty tweet from Donald Trump. Do you believe that?
I mean, that's petty, obviously, but I'm not sure that he's wrong with the general view of teams don't want this kind of distraction in their huddle. They don't want any kind of distractions, but they especially don't want them at this position. And if you look at the numbers on Colin Kaepernick, there aren't a lot of other explanations for why it is that he wouldn't get a job somewhere in the league when Geno Smith is getting a job somewhere in the league.
Yeah, but the issue here isn't that they don't want Kaepernick in their huddle. The issue is they don't want Kaepernick around challenging their worldview. Now, the larger thing here with Trump that I think you have to keep in mind is, let's say that it's true that teams are afraid of a Donald Trump tweet, as there are corporations who have people staying up at night to make sure they don't get tweeted about and have their stock price tanked, right? If that is the case, Trump kind of ended his career right then, right? Because if that was their fear and Trump brings it up right then, they're not coming anywhere near him.
Do you know who should sign him up? Who needs a quarterback? The 49ers, you know?
I mean, they do. They do kind of need a quarterback. They do need a quarterback. That's true.
Sign him up. Quick. How should the NFL react to the new information surrounding the Tom Brady jersey heist?
All right, can we take a moment and say how we're devaluing the word heist by saying that this was a heist? This was not a heist. Somebody just been stealing, right? Apparently they found some dude, he's a reporter, they found it in Mexico. He's been stealing stuff from the Super Bowl for the last 3 years. He's got 2 Tom Brady jerseys. He's got a Von Miller helmet. Here we go. The FBI got involved in this, by the way. So here we go.
Yeah, there he is, pixelated culprit. There's our pixelated culprit right there.
Yeah. Hey, and by the way, I don't understand why it is that we're pixelating him, right? He's a suspect in a crime, right? He's not the victim. So anyway, this dude here's been doing this for a while. What I want to know is, FBI, how do you feel when you got into this job because you wanted some rip and run and investigate some real stuff, and they come to you like, you're going to track down this jersey, and you won't rest until it comes back?
I've got nothing to say because that's what I was going to say. A guy thinking about the self-worth of the career choice he's made, and he's going through all these videos looking for some guy in a suit at the Super Bowl, going through a duffel bag, sneaking a Tom Brady jersey. That guy's got to go home at night and think to himself, what have I done with my life?
Hell, if you're going to steal something, you got to be old, you know? I mean, that's the way you do it. You walk into that place, you're an old guy, you get the jersey, you shove it under your arm, and then you walk around. If they catch you, you say, what happened? What happened? You're stealing that shirt. No, I don't remember stealing it. You got it under your arm. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm old.
I don't remember I don't remember stealing anything. You know, that's the way I got these shoes now, you know?
Oh, that's the way I got to
these
shoes.
That's right, buddy.
That's right.
I got these shoes right there.
Right
you
there.
Know, right there.
With
I got these
socks.
shoes, you know? I mean, I got out of the store, and then, you know, I got away with it, you know? I mean, who's going to stop an old man, you know, in Walmart? Nobody's going to stop an old guy in Walmart.
By the way, old people do steal a lot. Like, you may not know this, but they buy because they can.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
You gotta turn around, look at the wall, and turn around and get it. Honey, it's in the car, Trace, underneath it. Turn around, everything.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't look like he's having a great deal of fun there. That doesn't seem like he's enjoying himself. Yeah.
Time to play the game that really needs to take down that Craigslist ad. Do you question?
Yuck. You give us topics and events. We question them.
Do you question celebrating a single?
I'm going to miss the World Baseball Classic because they do things like celebrate singles. A lot of colorful play. Let's go out to Jerickson Profer from the Netherlands here.
Air quotes for the Netherlands.
Yeah, Netherlands. There he is. He got a single. He's happy about it. And he is celebrating it. And one of those Molina brothers, yeah, you're out. Yeah, you're out. Oh, that doesn't feel good right there. And Puerto Rico advances. Puerto Rico gets to play the United States.
Look at that. Molina playing the right way.
Yeah.
Once a Cardinal, always a Cardinal, even if you're wearing that Puerto Rico stuff.
I mean, gosh, they got him right there by just the littlest of Oh, look at the guys in the dugout there. You dope.
That wasn't even the best play yesterday. Did you see Harry Baez slide?
Let's see. Baez, he plays colorfully. Where is he at?
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Yeah.
He's saying it challenges.
He's saying, I'm safe. Replay overturned that. They called him out.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's impressive.
That's pretty good.
Even with Bogarts trying to hate with his foot on the base like
Yeah,
that.
that is a well-blocked base that he got to right there.
He out here playing baseball in New Balances, by the way.
Do you question if he played off well?
Played what off well? What are we going to here? What sport? Baseball, soccer. Did I just snort? I made a snorting sound. Let's see what we have here.
Bring your hand underneath the trigger.
Oh, guns.
Roll your palms
Okay, we go out to
together.
the world
So
of
both your
guns.
hands are going to sit on the left-hand side of the pistol. You're going to walk out. Both your arms. You're going to push with your right and pull with your left. Focus on that front sight tip. Now, if you want on this 44 Magnum, you can shoot it single action.
Oh.
Whoa.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally meant to do that. Yes. The hitting him in the face is sort of a clue that maybe he didn't mean to do that.
He played that off incredibly well. Yeah. All right, like the fact that he even had the wherewithal to tell the lie tells you that he played it off incredibly well. Also, shout out to the jerk who had to ask him, did you mean to do that? Do you think he meant to do that? If he meant to do that, you need to get your money back.
Well, that's the reason I never use a gun to do my dirty work.
Right.
I just hit them in the head with a shovel, you know. That's the best way to do it.
Right.
They don't really recoil. It's got a point.
Yeah.
Do you question if feeding the animals is fun?
The Tennessee Safari Park, and the idea of a safari in Tennessee sounds like, like what kind of safari are we talking about?
No, hon. You gotta turn around, look at the llama. Turn around and get it. Honey, it's in the car tray underneath it. Turn around.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't look like he's having a great deal of fun there. That doesn't seem like he's enjoying himself. Yeah. Do I question if feeding the animals is fun? It was fun for that animal. You can't deny that.
Hold on. Let me tell you the dirty secret of that video, though, and this is where the kid catches the L. Of course, people should be trying to find a way to soothe the young man in that moment of terror, but that's just so doggone cute and such a great story for everybody else that you're just going to have to sit there and scream while that animal eats, and we record it, and we tell this story for the rest of your life, including to embarrass you in front of girls.
I want to be a llama, you know? In that way you can, that's right. I want to be a llama, you know? I mean, just drive the car next to me and I reach into the car and eat all the food you got inside, you know? That's my dream.
I love that he made the llama.
I rolled the window up on him and broke his jaw.
A llama, a llama.
Do you question if this guy deserves a date?
I'm sure he doesn't. I mean, just generally speaking, if he's going to be on this show, I'm positive he does.
Especially this part of the show.
I was singing, I'm gone. I'm gone for sure.
This was no joke. 18-year-old Lee DePauw, full of Aussie bravado and bragging to a girl he'd just met, deliberately plunged into crocodile-infested waters.
How many drinks had you had by that point?
About 10 cups of goon.
I just carried on walking with him so that he wasn't on his own, and that was when he kind of said that I'm going to do this, and I just was in complete and utter disbelief.
Incredibly, frustratingly, he has no regrets.
Do you understand that most of the country thinks that you're one of the stupidest people around right now?
Yeah, I do.
What's your response to that?
I'm not really.
Despite being a North Queensland local and growing up knowing the dangers of crocs in waterways, the young man denies he's done anything wrong.
Haters gonna hate.
As for the girl he risked his life for, Lee says it paid off. He's convinced her to go on a movie date.
She's beautiful.
Oh! Nice work with a surprise ending at the end.
Where's your father, young lady? Where's your, like I said, your mom? Maybe if I find a way to find this to be cute. At the very least, your dad has to be like, that boy is a loser.
A couple of things here. Salute to the journalist for asking really hard questions. Do you realize everyone thinks you're stupid? Great question asked. Salute to him as well after the stupidity, because he actually knew to press on the crocodile's eyeball to get out of that situation. Most people wouldn't know to do that. He did. Salute to you, kid. I deserve that.
Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my old ways. I can't blame you, no, no. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my old ways. I can't blame you, no, no.
That's Drake, isn't it?
Highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that hasn't changed its underwear since March Madness started. See or no?
Tell us what's on television tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued or not.
You didn't change underwear after Future did March Madness either.
On the MLB Network, the World Baseball Classic semifinal, USA and Japan.
Yeah, I've enjoyed this, but let's check in again with the Netherlands here. Netherlands knocked out Cuba 14-1, blew them out. Here's a home run from that game. Pay attention here. Look at where
breaking ball. That ball.
This ball ends up landing. Thank you for the arrow. Appreciate the help on that. Right there, long distance, right there. Yeah, that's how you walk after that happens, after a ball's been hit 400 feet, and then your have been hit from 400 feet. Bomani, are you intrigued?
I gotta say, I normally would chastise people for laughing at that sort of thing, but once he made that face, what was my man in the Milwaukee Brewers shirt supposed to do, man? Like the stranger, you're just visiting, watching some baseball, and he starts doing that like ball bull with that.
Soothing from afar. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. You know, you gotta give credit to that hitter. You know that? You know how difficult it is to hit the spot like that, you know, about 500 feet away? Right there, buddy, in the package? Are you kidding me? That guy hit a hell of a home run. He really hit it. I'm telling you, you do that once in a lifetime.
You said that like it was a game of horse and he called the shot.
On HBO, Real Sports with Brian Gumbel.
Always good. I always say that. Good journalism, good sports. They're checking in with Juan Dixon. Do you remember him, the Maryland basketball player? Let's check in with him.
It was the ultimate feel-good story in March Madness. And at the time, nobody had much of an idea that it wasn't the whole truth.
No, I didn't.
Right? No reason to even question it.
Nope, not at all.
Juan Dixon was the stick-figured kid who became a legend during the 2002 NCAA tournament, not just for his fearless play, but for his heart-wrenching personal story, recounted by broadcasters over and over.
His mother and father died of AIDS.
But while millions of fans were being told that story, one watching at home realized it couldn't be true.
An orphan's triumph over adversity. It must have been tremendously ironic to you.
Well, I thought to myself, one's father is alive.
Okay, you've got my interest now. Did not know that. Bomani, are you intrigued?
I gotta say, I'm just looking at his face. He got a case. Those are strong genes. You walk in with Walt Dixon and you got that face and you say, we need a blood test. They say, no, we don't. We're good.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Yeah.
Really? He doesn't have anything on a Juan Dixon. Oh, Juan, that's an upset right there. You think he'd have a lot on Juan Dixon? Juan.
On the Sci-Fi Network, Cosplay Melee.
What is this about? Let's see.
Welcome to Cosplay Melee, the ultimate costume competition. Each week, 4 world-class cosplayers will collide in an epic showdown of creativity. Oh my God. Eye-popping costumes.
That is insane.
And one-of-a-kind characters. And the winner of Cosplay Melee will go home with $10,000.
Sparks are gonna fly.
Get ready.
Put it on. I don't know where to put it.
Because it's time to suit up.
Everything is coming down to this.
The rest of these people are wasting their time.
This means everything to me.
That is so cool.
This is Cosplay Melee.
I got my fill right there. Do I need any more? I mean, I feel like that's enough for that. Bomani, are you intrigued?
I gotta say, I see people like that and I wonder, what would I do if I didn't care what my friends thought about me? Right? Like, that's just what I wonder when I see those things.
Okay. Poppy, what about you? Are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Your mother and I love cosplay. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
The worst
I know
part
what
is,
you mean.
I don't get to say with your mom because he said it.
Come on!
But it's with your mom.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Oh, come on, Dan. How'd you think you got here?
Go straight to hell.
Gracias. See you el lunes. No, that's not even that. See you mañana.
Oh, the cups are there. I gotta get out of here.